Hi, I'm Michelle, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share a deeply personal story, one about loss, resilience, and finding my spark again. Life can take unexpected turns, and sometimes it feels like one challenge follows another. But I want you to know that even when life feels overwhelming, it's possible to rediscover your joy and passion. In the fall of 2019, life was moving along as usual. I had been taking art classes and was working on writing my first children's book. And then the pandemic hit, turning everything upside down. My adult children lost their jobs, and my grandchildren were suddenly out of school, and life became all about supporting one another and finding a new normal. In the midst of it, we welcomed a new grandchild, a bright spot during challenging times. Eventually, when things settled a bit, I made a big decision. I quit my Airbnb property management business to pursue writing and illustrating children's books. It felt like the right time to do this, even though the world was still uncertain. But life had more in store. My third child moved out and began planning her wedding, and a year later, my youngest left the nest too. I thought, okay, now it's my time. Yes, I was suffering from some empty nest syndrome, but still looking forward to what the next stage would bring. But then I hurt my back, and the pain was relentless. I spent a year healing, all while helping my daughter plan her wedding and supporting my youngest as she adjusted to living on her own. The wedding was beautiful. My back eventually healed, and soon after, my daughter announced she was pregnant. We were thrilled. But shortly after my grandson was born, we got devastating news. He had a degenerative genetic disease. It was a painful, uncertain time. For months, he was in and out of the hospital, and once again, my dreams took a back seat. I focused on my family because that's what needed to be done. I did manage to write and create art when I could, and that creative outlet helped me cope, but it was hard, harder than I could ever put into words. The first year was brutal, grieving the life we had imagined for my grandson and facing the reality of his condition and learning to navigate life with new limitations. When he turned one, a bittersweet milestone, more challenges came. My daughter's marriage couldn't survive the stress, and they separated. I stayed with her for a few weeks, helping her adjust to caring for her son on her own. And our family all continue to pitch in and help as we can to lighten her load. He just turned 2, and it was a joyous celebration. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I know everyone watching is going through something too. I'm sharing to let you know that if you are, you're not alone, and there is joy on the other side. It's easy to feel like you're the only one struggling, especially when life keeps piling on challenges. I felt so alone at times, wondering why I couldn't catch a break. But the truth is, we all face hardships, loss, illness, the loneliness of becoming an empty nester, or just the weight of unfulfilled dreams. If you're feeling that way, please know you're not alone. We're all navigating our own battles, even when it seems like everyone else has it all together. You're not the only one struggling, and you don't have to go through it alone. Just as I thought things were finally settling, a friend of mine passed away, and my mom was diagnosed with cancer. I was crushed. I felt like I had just gotten through all of the other storms only to face more. At my mom's doctor's appointments, we realized hers was not a death sentence. She is responding well to treatment and is expected to be back to full health by the end of the year. It was then I realized I couldn't wait for life to be perfect to start living again. I had to make space for joy even when things weren't ideal. Slowly, I started prioritizing my passions again. I continued writing children's books. I launched this YouTube channel and finally planned my first trip in 2 years. Traveling has always been a big part of my life, but I couldn't enjoy it while my family needed me. But I realized it was okay to take time for myself. I could recharge and come back stronger. I want to encourage those of you struggling. You don't need a magic wand to make things better. Just keep moving forward one small step at a time. Life will never be perfect, but we can still create moments of happiness. It does take time when you're in the thick of it. The only way out is through it. I truly hope this channel can be a place of hope, inspiration, and guidance for those of you navigating midlife's challenges. I want to show you that it's never too late to create a joyful, resilient, and purposeful next chapter, no matter what life throws your way. We all face setbacks and seasons of uncertainty, but together we can find strength, rediscover our passions, and build a life we truly love. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm excited to continue this journey with all of you. Thank you for watching, and please share your own stories in the comments. I'd love to hear how you faced challenges and found your way back to joy. Or if you're in the middle of a challenging time and need encouragement, we're all in this together. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and stay strong. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you next time.